What's the predicament?
Like little elf shoes.
When's the last time you've ever worn those?
Maybe someday they'll be my life.
No, goodbye. So, we are officially making some some steps to like get rid of everything because one, we have to like clear out the house and stage it, but then also we're thinking like, you know, condense everything so that we're basically in a van. You're trying those shoes on.
They're cute.
But we're like getting emotional about it because it's like we've held on to certain clothing items that we've had and pairs of shoes and even socks and items before we even knew each other. And we were just talking about how like it can feel like a breakup with your old self and how
like
that
so much of your identity is based off of, like you were saying, like this like character that you've portrayed, and like your clothes and your belongings are all kind of like part of that character that you've like curated so carefully. And that like when you start to like see, it's not that we're getting rid of just like clutter, we're getting rid of the stuff that we wear and use and have tended to. And I think that's when it feels so different, is when you're like kind of having those things taken away, and not taken away because we're getting rid of them, but when you those things fall away and you're just like being like, wow, I'm just gonna be left like with myself, or like to form a new identity away from all this stuff that like it's like very carefully curated thing, you know. So it just feels kind of weird. And
I'm like
heavy.
clearing out all of my like suits and dress shirts. That's pretty much the only kinds of clothes I would buy because so much of my identity was based off of being a teacher and a coach. And like it genuinely feels sad. I feel like really sad because like that was so much of my adulthood, and it's like so much of what I've cared about and cared about it with like 1,000,000,000%. And now to be like goodbye to that, I don't know, it feels really crazy. I did not expect. No wonder why it was hard for me. Elliot forced me to do this right now.
I think like for me it's been like so much of this is a big dream of mine I've had since I was like 15 years old, is to like have barely any possessions and to like move and be like nomadic. And now that I've thought about like which things would I keep, which few belongings would I have, and now that I'm moving through it, it's just like so much bigger and harder than I like really anticipated, and really exciting though. I don't mean to just make it sound heavy. I'm really, really excited, but it's just like allowing the space to move through these things and realize like, whoa, this is a big chapter shift in life too. So
And just like this basement, like recording you right now, while like this basement is bare. Like this basement used to have magazine covers from all sorts of like editorial fashion magazines, and we had a little vanity over there, and we were partying, staying up all night and doing dress ups and tea parties.
we've always recorded ourselves in this space.
I know,
This might be
and
one
now
of
it's
the
going to be
final
like
times.
gone.
We're just gonna be free out in the world.
And like stupid shit like this thing, this bird right here. It's so ugly.
Aww.
But I call it Rose. Yeah, and it's because like
She's lived here longer than I
she's
have.
been here since the very I've lived in this household for 15 years, and I lived here with so many different roommates, and my like great beautiful amazing poet friend Lori lived with me off and on throughout that time, and we would just be like almost feeling like we were going insane, and we would like project our internal dialogue onto Mimrosia. So like, do you say goodbye to Mimrosia?
Right.
Like, which ones do you hold on to?
I know. Which things do you keep?
Mimrosia's coming.
I know. I've already thought she.
That's
can
that can she can be in the band. She can dangle.
She can hang from the.
Okay. Okay.
I know, but it is like someone asked me today, like, what things from your home do you value enough to keep when you have such few belongings you're going to be able to have? And I didn't know the answer. For me, I said Emiliano's houseplant, this houseplant that has lived here longer than me, that we've somehow kept alive through all of our roaring 20s. And to me, it's like the living entity of this house in a way. And I feel like wanting to like propagate and bring that in the van, but I don't really know what belongings.
Well, like something like this is
No.
the first gift I ever gave you.
Yeah,
the only
painting.
gift. I ever
Yeah, for my first birthday, the first
Dude,
month
get
we
ready.
met.
Okay. Wish us luck.
I know. We're moving through this. We're, yeah. Gonna keep... It's like 3 in the afternoon, but we thought we'd take you through the rest of our day, and I thought I'd catch you up to speed with what we've been doing because the last video we announced that we are selling the house and getting rid of all of our possessions, and then we'll be moving into Matt's parents' house. We'll be staying with my dad and some friends over the next 9 months while we convert a van into a tiny home on wheels so we can start full-time travel. So today is Tuesday, and just last Friday we met with the realtor and just decided that we're going to begin this journey. So we're not even a week in and the house is starting to look pretty empty. I had a friend come over already to take some things like plants and some decor. I actually got some video of it, and my brother's coming over to take some of our clothes. It's crazy, once you just start something like this, you feel like you want to like keep a certain pace. So I'm trying to not get overwhelmed and just focus on one thing at a time. So that way we can, you know, make this an enjoyable journey. It's definitely been weird because at this point, we don't really have that much stuff. We're not really people that accumulate a lot of belongings. So everything we do have is stuff that we cherish and use and enjoy, and it brings us joy. So it does feel good to be giving these things to people we love and people that we know will cherish them too. But yeah, this is such an exciting journey, but at the same time, it's just been more challenging than I anticipated and more emotional to see these things going, even though as I see them going, it excites me and makes me have a sense of a beginning taste of the freedom it's going to feel to no longer be tending to these things. So it's joy and bliss and excitement and exhilaration, but also moving through a lot of emotions of so much of our identity being within these possessions. So I'll wrap it up there. I just wanted to fill you guys in a little bit with some things we're doing, and let's just see what we get up to for the rest of the day as well. I remember what I was going to say. It's that I love to get rid of stuff. I love to not accumulate things. So I love all of my clothes. I wear all of them, but I'm having to pick the top like 10 or 15% of my clothing items that I cherish that will come with me, because we're gonna have such limited space, not only with where we're gonna be living for the next 9 months, but in the van. So it's not like you're just getting rid of stuff that you don't like, but it's like you're getting rid of the stuff that you do love and just trying to pick which ones you really value the most. So it has definitely been a journey, and I'm glad I'm moving through it. It's everything I've wanted for so long, but it doesn't make it any easier. You want out? You want to come Papa? Or Daddy? You want out of there? You want Dada to come get you? You want Dada to come get you? Yeah? You want up? Getting so empty in here. We'll have to post a picture of what it looked like before we started all of this. Hi. Uma, look. Uncle Aaron just got here. The other way. Uncle Aaron's here. You say hi? Aaron's here. So my brother's here to go through our big mountain of stuff, leading the way. Bye, Kuan Yin. Bye, butterflies.
No. Those are for him now.
Those are for Uncle Aaron. That's all of his stuff now. Uma, I think that hat might be a little too big for you. Is it too big? I think it might be too big for you. Can you give it to Aaron? Can you give it to him? Bye, stuff. Enjoy your new home. Does that smell good? Does that smell yummy? Aren't those nice plants? Yeah, gentle. Yeah. I asked Uma to come back inside and she said no. Just peeked out there and she's relaxing.
She's just chilling on the chair. How's that? More?
Oh, I'm so happy.
Just eating dinner while people take our stuff. Well, that's a wrap for today, at least. It's empowering and strange seeing your stuff leave the house, and it feels really nice to see it going to new homes. People have already sent pictures of some of our like decor and paintings and furniture in their house. That just immediately makes my heart happy, just knowing that it's, you know, in a sweet new spot, and it's actually really you know, it makes you feel emotional, but I feel really excited seeing the house getting empty and just knowing that we're like one step closer to this next adventure. So thanks for watching our first day on our journey to minimalism as we begin a new chapter of life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.